up, everybody? RAPTall here. I'm bored, and I just thought I'd show you my new background image on my desktop. It is all the Pokeballs, and I just found it like yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, and I'm a huge nerd, so what the hell? I'll put it up because nobody's gonna see it except me anyway, so nobody will make fun of me for it, except you guys. On another note, if you haven't seen it already, I put a battle up for the Pokemon Pit Beta, and they put it on. So PMP Beta RAPTall versus MYKe1217 UU battle. So that's pretty awesome. If you want to go check that out, yeah, I'll put that in the link for the description. And yeah, so let's get on with the battle for today. Hey YouTube, RAPTall back here with another video, and this time I have a UU match versus MYKe1217 from Xerxes' chat. And so yeah, it's a pretty fun match, and here we go. He's going to start off with a Drapion lead while I start off with my Alakazam. I'm assuming he's just going to go straight for some sort of attacking move. So I'm going to do the same, just go for my Focus Blast. It is normal effectiveness due to its poison dark typing, but I figure as long as I'm able to hit him both times, I should take him out. Luckily, I end up hitting my Focus Blast both times here, as you'll see in a second. He does bring me down my Sash, but I'm pretty sure Drapions don't have any sort of priority move, having one myself on this team, of course. And he goes into a Lapras. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to keep my Alakazam for Death Fodder later, because I'm not sure what this Lapras wants to do, and decides to go for an Ice Shard. So I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of a good thing that I did that. It's going to be able to be used later, and yeah, and now it has an attacking move, so I wasn't necessarily expecting a Dragon Dance. I was thinking it might just have that for priority, but he goes for the Dragon Dance anyway, so I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, Dragon Dance Lapras. That's not something you see very often. Still, at the same time, even though he's going to get a couple Dragon Dances up, I'm not too worried. You know, I have Toxic up, so I'll be doing a lot of damage. Ice Beam obviously isn't going to do jack to this guy, but at the same time, it's my only attacking move, and, you know, might as well get some extra little damage on. I decided to switch to my Alakazam, partially to force him to go for an attack if he keeps DDing up, and partially to use as extra Death Fodder to waste time for his Life Orb recoil and Poison just racking it up. Because now that he has two Dragon Dances and he's just going to attack, I'm thinking I can go back to my Articuno, take a hit, even though I'll probably do a decent amount, I can just roost off all the damage and stall him out until he dies. Luckily, it's going to work out pretty well for me. I mean, it's doing roughly 40 to 50 damage after roosting and the leftover recovery. And at this point, Poison isn't even going to kill him. He's going to die to his own Life Orb recoil, and I'm going to roost up and be decently in the green, so I think I'm doing pretty well here. You know, he killed my Alakazam. I'm up 5-4 at this point, but I definitely feel like I have the advantage with whatever is going to come in. He ends up going with Typhlosion. Now, at the time, I figured that it was Scarfed or Spexed, because a lot of them are. So I do switch into my Mismagius, not really expecting the Focus Blast, more just thinking I could take a hit. But the Focus Blast works too, and he switches out, so I'm like, okay, you know, I can sub up on his switch, which I did expect, go for the Nasty Plot, and just rape some face and go for the sweep. Now, at this point, I go for, so I'm for the Nasty Plot, and I just go for the Shadow Ball. I was actually thinking that he might T-Wave me, and I really should have gone for another substitute, because he does end up going for the T-Wave. I was thinking, well, you know, I'll just attack and see what happens. That was kind of a dumb play in my part. I think my train of thought at the time was like, alright, I just want to get this battle going here, stop stalling out. But I know that he's going to go for a T-Bolt or some sort of electric move, so might as well go into my Donphan, set up my rocks on the expected switch, and we are right back to this Typhlosion. Now, I do stay in. Excuse me. I don't know if I was expecting just to be Death Fodder, or if I was thinking maybe I could live a hit. I mean, Donphan doesn't really have that great of defenses, whatever. But I'm thinking, you know, if he goes in for Death Fodder, I can get a free switch into my Blastoise and go for the Water Spout, which is exactly what I do. He does have a Meganium. Now, those things, if I remember correctly, they have pretty decent special bulk. And of course, it's not very effective with water. Still does a decent chunk to me. So I really love that Blastoise set. Water Spout at full power just kicks ass. Now with my Articuno, I'm thinking this is probably going to be the Sub-Seed Toxic Stalling set. and I've seen every move except his last move, because he's done Substitute, he's done Protect, and he does Leech Seed. I don't know if he's done Leech Seed yet. Yeah, he might have gone for it and might have missed. And honestly, even though, yeah, he did already go for it. Even if it would have hit me, I wasn't really that worried. You know, if he went for the Toxic, I have Heal Bell, which is what I go for to get rid of the T-Wave on my Mismagius. So, honestly, the Leech Seed miss, I don't think it really made a difference whatsoever. I was actually expecting another T-Wave here. So I go into my Drapion thinking, okay, it can burn my Lumberry, and we can go from there. But he just goes straight out for the attack, which isn't that big a deal. So as he goes for the Protect and Earthquake, I'm thinking, okay, he's probably going to switch. So instead of Earthquaking again, I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. So that was an epic prediction for the win. And I go for the Swords Dance on his Donphan switch. Now, he might be thinking, I might switch out or something, you know, physically bulky Donphan would normally wall this thing, but since I have the Aqua Tail, it's going to do a crap ton of damage. And thankfully, with that Swords Dance up, it's going to be a 2-hit KO. If I didn't have the Swords Dance up, definitely would have been able to kill it in those 2 hits. I do get the crit. Obviously, it doesn't do anything. Now, at this point, I left my Drapion in for Death Fodder, but I'm end up faster. I'm like, huh? I thought you were a Choice Scarf. Apparently, he's not a Choice Scarf, and he's not max speed. We found out he's literally 1 point of speed lower than I am. He doesn't have max speed on this guy. So it kind of sucked for him. But honestly, I don't think it would have changed anything, because I would have gone into my Blastoise, gone for the Water Spout, and I would even kept going for the Water Spout on Meganium, just because I would assume a Protect and all that. But anyway, goes into that. My Crunch is going to kill him, and Earthquake is going to kill this Ampharos. So good game, Mike1217. I think I said this is from the Xerxes, the Pokemon Zat chat. And so make sure to check that out if you're looking for 4th gen battles at any point. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.